New space. Change is scary. Hello. Didn't post yesterday. It's kind of been an anomaly that I posted the past 2 days in a row, so don't get used to that. But a lot has happened in the past 2 days. Let's see, both yesterday and today yesterday was 8 to 5 and today was 8 to 4. Basic Training Academy is what they call it, and it is a lot of information and really tiring, and there's a lot of weird things that city year people do. These things called callbacks, which are like replies to what they say. So like they say 1CY and everyone else says BR, that's one city year, Baton Rouge. Or there's city year, how are you feeling? And everyone yells fired up. And at like 8 o'clock in the morning, it's not okay. Or at 5 o'clock in the afternoon when you've been there for like however long, it's still not okay. What else has happened? We had a lot of information thrown at us, long talks. We learned about a lot of the schools that we're going to be teaching at and kind of our roles in the schools. We're called Tier 2, which means that we are kind of small group mentor. That's kind of our role. And so each person will have 12 students kind of in their purview, and we have a big old binder with a bunch of pieces of paper to write down their names and stuff about them and a lot of stuff and a lot of information that's just been shot at us. Oh, yesterday wasn't completely boring. Yesterday was not completely boring. We did a bus tour of Baton Rouge, and that was really, really cool. We started off the tour in the Baton Rouge main library, which is huge, and it's like one of the nicest libraries I've ever seen. It's crazy nice. They took us on a tour around the library. There was a panel that we talked to about kind of, what are some local places in Baton Rouge to get some good gumbo or jambalaya or crawdad or crab. Well, we also had another like meeting room that we went into and talked about we have library cards with the library, and there's all these online things we can use this library card for. And that's really cool, like courses and free music and free movies and like just heaps and heaps of stuff. But then one of the sections was this bus tour, and we all jumped on a yellow bus and drove around Baton Rouge. And Baton Rouge has a lot of culture, something that like I didn't realize wasn't in Northern Virginia. But it's not. There's no culture in Northern Virginia because there's just so much here. There's just so many things that people do here. For Mardi Gras, Spanish Town has like these big old flamingos, and they put them in people's yards, and there's all these like little nooks and crannies where people go, and every single place that you go to has live music. It's just kind of the norm. And there's like banjo players and washboard players and piano players. There's this restaurant called Raisin Cane's. It only sells chicken tenders, and I can see why it does. The chicken tenders are so good. I love the chicken. My goodness, we got samples on the bus, and they were delicious. With like their cane sauce, which is like made in the restaurant every day, fresh, and oh my god, it was so good. I didn't know that LSU has its own tiger. Like it actually has a tiger for its like a live tiger. It has a $4 million like habitat where it has Mike the tiger in it. And it used to be that the tiger would come out for all the LSU football games, but then LSU had to make an agreement with PETA that Mike can only go to the games it wants to go to. Yeah, that's about all that happened. Today, we just did more city year stuff, did some like figuring out what kind of leader you were and talked about leadership. We talked about money in our stipends, how to deal with that. which was very, very helpful. Most importantly, there's $2 Popeye's chicken on Tuesdays. Um, oh, and also, we haven't been placed in what schools we're going to go to yet, but I could either be placed in the middle school or elementary school. I was leaning towards elementary in the beginning of academy, basic training academy, and then as of the beginning of today, I was kind of leaning more towards middle school, just because I thought I could connect better with the kids and there would be more connection I felt with older kids. And then they told me that if I work in middle school, the time I'd have to get there is 6:45, and if I worked in elementary school, the time I'd have to get there is 7:45. So I'm back to elementary school. I'm hoping and praying I get elementary school. And working with little kids will be really awesome too. I like them. They have this thing called WSKIS, which is WS, whole child, whole school. And it's like helping the whole child, you'll help the whole school. And so we talked about that and how we're going to go about doing that and how we'll work in our groups to fulfill that mission. So that was a thing. Let's see. Oh, and also, on a completely different note, I'm trying to write a song, and hopefully I'll record it and put it out within the next week. That would be really cool. I have like all my things written down right here, so that would be cool. Oh, and today was beautiful. On another side note, like a cold front or something's coming in because I didn't step outside and feel like I got slapped in the face by water because the humidity is ridiculous. There was a breeze today, which I haven't felt in Baton Rouge the whole time I've been here, and it wasn't like crazy hot. I didn't sweat that much when we went outside, so it was really nice. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, basically.